And we're back if you've watched the second mod introduction. So this is my third mod I created, which was, oh my god, this was some effort. Understanding the whole dynamic modifiers thing in Unity was a challenge, but now I've managed it. And here, well, you can see already what the mod is called, Musical Manual Overhaul. It buffs all the 5 legendary musical manuals to make them more than viable. And if you install a mod, download it, activate it, you can even see the changes in the lore. So, for example, we can check out Gwangling Melody Score. What I changed was the third modifier. Now it's for every 3 points of musical higher than the enemy's musical, you get 1.5% damage up to 180%. And 180% very solid. Proud Wanderer beforehand had 0.3% damage per mood, so up to 30% damage, which is like so much damage, 30%, insane. Now it's per point above 90 mood, you get 20% damage up to 200, and that's like way better. Like 200% damage is a really solid manual. It's not the cream of the crop like Sprint Fan, but more than usable. But of course the caveat is for this manual you have to keep your mood up high. Any single point that it drops causes you to lose 20% damage. Then next up, the Ancient Song Score. Previously did not have any damage, by the way, same thing with Guangling Score. Only had like damage if the enemy has internal injury. We dropped that, we just gave it flat damage. Ancient Song Score only typically has damage when the enemy is poisoned, and then like normally inflicted poison as well. We changed inflicting poison to dealing final damage per current MP. So you need 3000 current MP to deal maximum damage, and even then 200% really solid. And then if you have a legendary flute, you get that slumber effect if you really want to. Yeah, we like it. Then Score of Laughing at the World, it was one of the solid manuals because it theoretically had 296% damage, but the caveat is it needed Proud Wanderer Score. Previously Proud Wanderer Score was really bad, and most importantly it specifically needed the Proud Wanderer Score in its legendary version. As such, if you created a fusion manual with it, it will not work. So, and well, as we have fusion manuals, I simply changed the effect one to require at least 3000 current MP, and then you get the 80% damage. The rest stay the same. So, as with Ancient Song Score, this needs up to 3000 MP to get the maximum effect. This needs at least 3000 MP, and it like ties in with the fact that music manuals are based on MP. And even if you'd like to add some lore, which is what I thought with Proud Wanderer, music typically influences your own personal mood a lot. Like if you hear a banger, you're like very motivated, full of energy, whereas it's like some melodramatic song, you are kind of moody, maybe sad. And so mood swings or mood in general should affect music, and this is exactly what we represent with this baseline of at least 90 mood. And so those were 4 of those manuals. Now we get to the last one. The last one does not actually have any damage, but instead we simply buffed its debuff and buffs. So normally effect 2 would have been when attacking reduce the enemy's attack and defense by 15% for 2 actions. Now it's 50%, and after attacking you get 50% combo instead of previously 15, and well, action speed is increased by 50%. Previously it was 15, so we just simply improved the values. And I'd say that defense, attack decrease, and like action speed increase, that's pretty solid. And obviously you can also head in game, we just use this save, and like I've done testing, so the effects actually work. So Otherwise I would not have released this mod. And we can check out the score of Laughing at the World, which is it requires 3000 MP, if you remember, so currently I don't have enough. And if I do throwable and then use it, you can see I deal 21,000 damage. Now if I were to have 3000 MP, I'd deal more damage. Pretty simple. Now the obvious thing is you need at least 3000 current MP, not maximum MP. So what we are doing is giving ourselves like 1k MP, using a pill to increase our current MP. And now if I attack, ignore the counter attack, you can see I deal a lot more damage, 37k. And if we were to do the math, it's like 21 times 1.8, you get 37.8. Yeah, pretty solid. And here, okay, I killed already, but the debuff and buff also do 50%. And well, that's the mod. I'm probably going to be doing a future run with this mod, so I can simply play around with musical skills. In my previous staff run I ranted a bit about how music has a very solid weapon in Proud Wanderer, but simply no usable manuals, and this completely changed now. And obviously with my other mod, all enemies have 10 base stats, 10 in every martial art, like 10 the 10th level in every martial art. It's going to be a bit harder to somewhat balance it. Hope you enjoyed this. I will most likely make a tutorial as to how to alter or create new dynamic modifiers for manuals. So stay tuned for that. See you next time. Bye bye.